Colt Nichols, you had a pretty cool Anaheim One. Let's talk about it.
I had an incredible Anaheim One, man. That was, I mean, I've been dreaming about that moment for a really, really long time. So it was an interesting day, though. I felt good in practice today, but had a little bit of A1 jitters going on. You know, it's been a while since I've entered a season healthy, and I put a lot of expectation on myself, and maybe a little too much at the beginning, but kind of settled in a little bit, and you know, I think I tend to perform a little better once the night show hits, and had a really good heat race. I felt awesome, and then the rain just kind of kept coming, and just did what I needed to do. I started great in the main, passed Shane quickly, and then just tried to ride my own race, and was able to execute pretty good tonight. So yeah, leaving A1, man, I couldn't be happier. It was a pretty incredible feeling. I'm going to cherish it tonight and then get ready for next weekend.
Yeah. You led the thing pretty much top to bottom. Given the circumstances with the track conditions, did you expect that out of yourself?
Yes and no. You know, obviously I have a lot of belief in myself for just how great, you know, I feel like I can be, but there's always that doubt, you know, if you've never done it before, of course. So once I started in first, it was just like, okay, put your head down, you know, positive thinking, positive thoughts, and we just kept it moving, man, and ended up being 2 laps to go on the pit board, then the white flag, and I was like, oh my God, I cannot believe this. So it was just an incredible feeling, and I'm still on a high right now. I feel like I'm 10 feet tall, and I'm going to soak it all in, that's for sure.
Right on. Congrats, Colt.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Good day. I felt really good on practice. Track was awesome during the practice, and had a big crash in the last practice, which cost me, I think, the best lap time. So it was second behind Chicago. And for the night show, we also saw the rains coming, and was really different. I got a good start in my heat race, but I was heat one, so went first on the corner and a little bit too fast, and I slide and crash. So I was loud, broken front brakes, or I rode the heat race with no front brake, and I managed to finish 5 and not going to the LCQ, which was my fearless, you know. I don't know, I always say it's my biggest fear to go LCQ, so was happy to not, and main event start not so bad, and I'm sure made 2 block pass on me the last couple laps, so I lose some time, and after that I came back on Shane past him, and Colt was really too far, and with the rain keeping I mean, with the big rain was tough to take risk, you know. So just finish second. It's good for first A1 and for championship.
Honestly, though, like how my off season's gone, I feel really good, strong. Honestly, I had a really successful off season, and you know, I haven't been going that fast during the practice. I got the practice track. I mean, you probably heard too. Like I've been off, but sure enough, show up race day, and I kind of came around. I got that heat race win, where it was Mudfest, and then main event. If you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough, and I blew it. I went 2-4, tried to go for the 4, and came up short, which was stupid. I know. I mean, I keep making these dumb mistakes, and I went down, and then I was in third then, and then kind of went back a little bit, and AC and I kind of had that little get together. I mean, I thought he would have knew it was coming, how he kind of made the pass after before that. So I gave him the inside, and you know, he tried to knock me down. That was it, and then just kind of came back in a little hot, maybe a little bit too hot. I mean, EC probably says it was too hot. Geico says it wasn't, but you know, we're at round 1, T4, so it's a good start. Just keep building. I mean, like I said, I show up on race day, and next week I need to be a little bit faster.
Yeah, man, I overall just having a great day, and wasn't even really thinking about too much, just doing my thing, and felt super solid on the bike. And unfortunately, I thought I had the start. I don't even remember what happened. Something happened. I went off the track there, and then from there I just made a few bad decisions in a row, just trying to do too much too soon right away, and I got to be better than that, you know. Been doing it long enough now. I should be better than that, but unfortunately that happened, and I got going, which was fine. Got going, and I was sitting 4th or 5th, and could see everybody, and was like, all right, we're solid now. The speed was good. And then Hampshire fell over in the corner, and I tried to like kind of turn off that single before the whoops and try to kind of dodge him. because I saw he was kind of pushing his bike down the berm, and I watched the front. Then I got up and was going quite a bit faster than him, so I passed him like as soon as I got to his rear tire, and I did run him high for sure. I mean, we were going about a half a mile an hour, and I talked to him down there, and I told him, I'm like, you know, there's ruts in the corner, and he's like, you went all the way through the ruts and all the way to the top. And I'm like, yeah, but if you try to turn on the bottom, especially when you're coming in at that angle, you're gonna watch the front end. So it was slow speed, and you know, I touched him like maybe a little poke. Oh man, he dade sitting me. After the Florida people will know that he dade sitting me in that next corner, but that's on me. I shouldn't have left the door open. I'm all for aggressive riding. I thought it was a little bit over the top. I told him that. With that being said, ultimately it is my fault. I left the door open, and he did what he did. But overall, for as bad as everything went tonight, to be fifth, and you know, long series, and with how I feel on the bike and how good my bike is, we're all right.
I think someone said throughout the day, they told me, you know, if you're near the front or whatever, the crowd would be just insane. And in the heat race, I was leading and made a big mistake in the whoops and gave up the lead. And honestly, I couldn't even hear my motorcycle. I didn't even know how to double or triple because I didn't even know how the revs were or anything. The crowd was that electrifying and loud, and that was the biggest thing that caught me off guard. Was just the energy in the stadium. I knew it was going to be a lot, but it definitely took me by surprise. But I mean, anything else on the track, no. I felt like I was comfortable throughout the whole day. I got to do press day, which was nice. And then just the team was incredible. They kind of just walked me through the day, and if I had any troubles or anything like that, I just asked them. And something I reminded myself throughout the whole day was, you know, if I started feeling nervous or anything like that, everyone was feeling the same way today. You know, I can't sit here and say I was the only one that was nervous for the gate drop. It's Anaheim One. Everyone's nervous. Everyone's anxious to see where they lie. And I think for me, just being an arena cross champ, I really want to know where I lied out there. And throughout the whole day, I was, you know, from anywhere from 5th to 8th. So a lot of room to improve, in my opinion. And it was a good, solid first weekend.
Defending, last ever arena cross champion for right now. All that though, do you feel like you still have to sell yourself to people like, hey, no, like I'm legit, you need to pay attention to me?
I do. I mean, I feel like today people weren't taking me seriously, even riders on the track. Like, I'm out there, I know what I'm doing. I do believe in my heart I belong inside the top 5, and I think I will be there after a couple races when I get some, you know, just solid laps under my belt racing. I've done a lot of laps during practice, but sort of gate drop, I had 2 really good starts tonight, so I think that's key. Always start up front. But just with the pressure of, I mean, in arena cross, you knew who you're racing. So here, I haven't raced these guys in a long time. I raced a lot of them in the amateurs, Shane, Adam, Nichols. I've grown up with all these guys, so it's nothing different. It's just a different stage.